This is the video Knowing To. The first issue we'll deal with is honorific language. In Japan, social relations tend to be much more hierarchical than what they are in Australia. A social superior is called a meue and a social inferior is called a meishita. In very formal situations, meishita use honorific language to show respect for meue. And there are two kinds of honorific language. When a social superior is the subject of a sentence, you use a respectful form. When you do something for a social superior, you use a humble form. For most verbs, to make the respectful form, use this pattern. O, verb stem, ni nadu. And this ni nadu consists of the particle ni and the verb naru. So, sensei ga hon o oyomi ni narimasu. The professor reads a book. So this has the same meaning as sensei ga hon o yomimasu, but we're just showing respect for the professor. To make the humble form, use this pattern. O, verb stem, suru. So sensei no hon o yomi shimasu. So I read the professor's book. So I'm showing respect to the professor by using the humble form of the verb. For some verbs, there are completely different forms, and we will learn some of these as we work our way through the course. But we will start with the 5 aru group verbs. Now, you'll remember from first semester that I included the verb irasharu in the vocab list, and I said later on I'd explain why this is important. Well, now I'm explaining why it's important. So there are these 5 verbs which belong to the aru group category, and they're all forms of honorific language. So irasharu is the respectful form of iku, kuru, and iru. Nasaru is the respectful form of suru. Osharu is the respectful form of you. Kurasaru is the respectful form of kureru, and gozaru is the humble form of aru. To make the verb stem of an aru group verb, drop the final dru and replace it with I. So irasharu becomes irashai, and the mas form is irashaimasu. Nasaru becomes nasai, and then nasaimasu. Osharu, oshai, oshaimasu. Kudasaru, kudasai, kudasaimasu. Gozaru, gozai, gozaimasu. And just here are some example sentences. Sensei ga irashaimasu. The professor is here. Sensei ga nani o nasaimashita ka? What did the professor do? Sensei ga omoshiroi to oshaimashita. The professor said it is interesting. Sensei ga hon o kudasaimashita. The professor gave me a book. Sono hon wa gozaimasen. We do not have that book, and that's the humble form. Now the next topic we'll talk about is explanations. And the particle kara is a particle that means so or because, and it can be used to link 2 clauses. So Nihongo wa omoshiroi kara benkyou shimasu. Japanese is interesting, so I study it. Sono hito wa sensei da kara yoku wakarimasu. That person is a teacher, so she understands well. The particle no de has a similar meaning. Nihongo wa omoshiroi no de benkyou shimasu. So Japanese is interesting, so I study it. When no de is preceded by the copula, da is replaced by na. So sensei na no de yoku wakarimasu. So he is a teacher, so he understands well. It is possible to give a mild explanation by adding the particle no at the end of a sentence. This can be translated in a variety of ways into English, such as actually, or as a matter of fact, or the situation is. So here are some examples. Omoshiroi no desu. Actually, it's interesting. Iku no desu. As a matter of fact, I am going. Sensei nano desu. Actually, he is a teacher. With the last example, note the use of the na with the copular pattern. In spoken Japanese, no is usually abbreviated to n. Omoshiroin desu. Actually, it's interesting. Ikun desu. As a matter of fact, I am going. Sensei nan desu. Actually, he is a teacher.